An official recession just hit, but they are changing the definition. Hey everybody, it's Bull Boom Bear Bust. My name is JJ. Now, what has been considered the official definition of a recession has just happened, but surprisingly, I turned on the news and I looked through information today, financial news, and did not see these headlines all over the place like I thought. I thought there would be recession headlines, but there wasn't. And then when I listened to some reporting, some talking heads, they glossed over the fact that we actually just entered an official recession. Now, when I say official, I'm talking about the definition that's been used for a long time. Even mainstream business entities like Oxford has said that 2 quarters of negative GDP growth is a recession. And we even have headlines out there like this one right here. U.S. economy contracts for second straight quarter. The U.S. economy shrank for a second consecutive quarter this year, with GDP shrinking at an annualized rate of 0.9%. Right? So this should be news that's blasting everywhere. There should be headlines out there saying that there's a recession. That should be the topic everywhere you look in the business and the financial world, but it's not. Why do you think so? Why do you think it's not? Are they trying to convince people that what is happening is not actually happening? Well, if you just look at the news that we've been covering, we know that a recession should have been declared a long time ago. In fact, if you ask many people, we never recovered from the 2008 financial crisis, as this whole what they call economic recovery was based on people borrowing money, spending money that they didn't have, pumping up bubbles, pumping up the cost of rents, home prices being pumped up into bubble territory once again. And now here we are, 2022, and people have leveraged themselves way beyond affordability, way beyond their means. And these personal debt levels of the average U.S. consumer are unsustainable. Even the definition out of Oxford here in this dictionary indicates that recession should be officially declared right now. Here it is: a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 consecutive quarters. Right? So we have met the official recession indicators, or we have met the official metrics that have historically been used to declare if a recession is here or not. But they're not declaring a recession. Why is that? Now take a listen to this and listen to how they try to explain away the recession that we're actually in right now. And listen to this newscaster, then listen to Fed Chair Jerome Powell talk, and it seems to me like he's stumbling. But first, listen to the news guy here from this report explain away the 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Then Jerome Powell after that. Take a listen.
U.S. GDP shrank by 0.9% between April and June, its second straight decline and a strong recession signal. The report comes after the Federal Reserve raised rates by 75.
So now he's calling it a strong recession signal, instead of saying, okay, this is now a recession because it meets the definition of a recession.
5 basis points yesterday, and Fed Chair Jay Powell making some market-moving comments.
We will continue to make our decisions meeting by meeting and communicate our thinking as clearly as possible. As the stance of monetary policy tightens further, it likely will become appropriate to slow the pace of increases while we assess how our cumulative policy adjustments are affecting the economy and inflation.
There you have it. Slow the pace of increases. They're already talking about slowing down on the rate hikes. What's next? Are they going to be cutting rates? Well, in our last report, we reported that Bank of America is already predicting that they're going to come in and cut rates next year. If there were really this massive fight against inflation, why would we be even talking about or considering slowing the pace of rate hikes? Folks, we told you this was all a big charade. It's all a big show. It's all a big, a lot of people would say it's a scam. Do they really want to stop inflation or not? We all need to be ready for this because most people are just going to believe what's being said right now, and they're not going to be ready for what's headed for us down the road. I think everyone here listening to this, I think most of you, 99% of you, know exactly what's happening, and we see further evidence of this today, how things are being veiled over or things are being covered up. The definitions are being changed or at least not acknowledged. If you go to the dictionary, the definition is still there as far as Business Dictionary, Investopedia. The definition is still there as far as how a recession is typically looked at or indicated. Maybe they'll have to go around all the dictionaries and change the definition. Who knows? But this is very interesting to say the least. Now take a listen to this, and again, it seems like he's explaining away the recession here, the 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, and he starts off by saying exactly that. Take a listen.
I do not think the U.S. is currently in a recession. Not think the U.S. is currently in a recession. Not think the U.S. is currently in a recession. And the reason is there are just too many areas of the economy that are performing, too well. And of course, I would point to the labor market in particular. As I mentioned, it's true that growth is slowing, and for reasons that we understand. Really, the growth was extraordinarily high last year, 5.5%. We would have expected growth to slow. There's also more slowing going on now. But if you look at the labor market, you've got growth. I think payroll jobs averaging 450,000 per month. That's a remarkably strong level.
Yes, but what about the jobs? Are they good jobs? Or are they mostly low-paying service sector jobs where even people that are working full-time still continue to get further and further in debt? I think you all know what's going on. Keep stacking, keep preparing. Thanks for watching this report today. And I just want to finish this report today by giving a couple quick shout-outs to supporters of this channel. Thank you again to Christopher Quinn for your continued support. To Sassy Pants, that's the screen name, Sassy Pants. Maybe you'll see Sassy Pants down there in comments. Pants is spelled P-A-N-T-Z. Ray Starkey, thank you very much for your support. BJ Jackson, Rocky Math, thank you so much. DJ Jojo, thank you for your support. Tony James, Greg Johnson, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it, everybody. Oh, and one more. Thank you also to Abraham Akau. I think that's the last name, or AK. Abraham, AKAU. Not sure how you pronounce it, but thank you very much, Abraham, for your very kind support donation. Really helps us out. Thanks for being here, everybody. Keep stacking. Peace.